your next series, week 8 versus the Magic. Does that sound right?
Correct.
Any good players on the Magic that we ever talk about on this show?
Probably a few of them.
All right. I think Chadwick, right, Trevor? Chadwick's coming on that.
Chadwick.
Oh, all right.
Chadwick, yeah. Jason.
Jason, rumor has it he likes to put a bet down on a sporting event from time to time. So I think he's going to join us that week. Welcome back to Fade the Mahoney, everybody. We are doing a week 8 preview show between the Magic and the Cobras. I got that right, Trevor?
Yep. Good job.
We're joined by Jason Chadwick. Look at that. I've got his jersey, everybody. Go buy his jersey.
Yes, please.
Buy his jersey. Oops, listen to that. Sorry about that. The MLW schedule makes it a little challenging for us to do what we do around here, but we're going to do our best. And Jason was very, very gracious enough to join us at a weird time so that we could preview his series before he played. So Jason, thank you very much for that.
Of course.
We're going to preview the series and then we're going to talk some gambling. Trevor, I'm going to give you the option. What do you want to talk first? MLW or degenerate gambling?
Let's get the MLW out of the way and then we'll go to the gambling.
All right. Both these teams are 1-2. Is that correct? So being swept in this series by either squad would be very, very bad. So we know this is vital. Trevor, what do we got? What's the spread to win the series between these two?
Yeah, so I have this as a pretty close series overall. I see the Cobras as a slight favorite.
Okay.
Got them at -125.
Okay.
But it's going to be a close series. I think it's going to come down to a key hit, as most of these series come down to. I think there's going to be some good pitching. It's really hard to say what the Cobras are going to do. Obviously, they have a lot of different options. They got Barron, they got Davis, they got Bean. And are they going to throw all three of them out there? Are they going to do 2 innings in 1 inning? And who knows what they're going to do? Maybe Drew doesn't pitch at all. Who knows? So I think there's a lot of question marks there. I think what you're going to get with the Magic for the most part. Who's going to be pitching there. So, and if I have to pick a side on this, man, you always put me in a tough situation here because we got a guest here that was gracious enough to join us, and if I'm going to pick against this team, that feels bad. So I'm going to roll with the Wands up and with the Magic.
All right. Well, you say we know what we're going to get out of the Magic, but why don't we ask Jason himself? What are we going to get out of the Magic?
Oh, you're going to get energy for sure.
Who's pitching and how many games?
Yep, I'm pitching game 1 because I tend to usually do a lot better than Trevor against Cobras. At least the past 2 or 3 years. Trevor got knocked around a little bit by him last year. So yeah, I'm pitching game 1 against him. I know that.
Okay. Is that what you were expecting to hear, Trevor?
I mean, that's what I think. I think Drew has historically done pretty well against Trevor, right? So that's probably the biggest thing there. And I mean, Sean, I think sees everybody well.
Yeah.
So really, it's Drew that you're really worried about. So you're going to assume that Jason would pitch 2 out of the 3 games. That's what I would have thought for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes me rethink some things going on later. All right. So you've got Cobras -125. Take back on the Magic is +105. We got to talk the total now. Runs, lots and lots of runs. 5-1 to the over before last week's game series between the Predators and the Wildcats. So we're not even including that in the 5-1 so far. So what are we lining this one at?
We're gonna go. God, this is such a tough one because anytime the Cobras play, there could easily be a game where there's like 14 runs scored or something, and then you're just destroyed. The books are just destroyed. Everybody takes the over.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go 18.5.
Wow, that's our highest lined total so far.
Especially if Drew does end up pitching, these games can get wild. These can get crazy. And if game 2 we get Drew against Bonham, I think we see like an 8-6 game or something there, and then the other games, who knows?
That seemed like an unnecessary shot at Drew.
I love Drew. We love Drew. Drew's a big friend of the show here. I love Drew. That's all I'm saying. I think he's going to hit a couple home runs too. So we'll put it that way too.
Okay, all right. I want our resident gambling expert, Jason Chadwick, to give me his feeling on that total of 18.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, personally, our bats, obviously the first series, the under had to have hit in the Magic Eagles. I'm not sure what the line was, but
Yeah, the total is 5. So
yeah, I know.
That went under.
I know in years past, like you said, the Cobras Magic series a lot of times can just like get nuts. You'll have like a couple 2-1 games, and then one of the games will be like 8-5, something like that. So yeah, I don't hate that line at all. I would probably go a little bit on the underside if I were doing it me personally, but then again, I could definitely see hopefully the game that I don't pitch it being like 10-7, something like that. So yeah, no, I think that's a solid line for it.
All right. Well, at Fade the Mahoney, we tend to gather some of the worst gamblers on the planet. So if you like the under, no, you like, yeah, okay.
I like the under, yeah.
Oh, Trevor, I'm on the over for $100.
I love it. I love it. I
Okay.
can't believe you took the over on that.
Yeah.
That's a sharp play, Jojo, because you know the books put it really high. They want people to take the under.
Yeah.
And
They always,
over.
they know something.
They know something.
Yep.
All right. And then the other thing we always gamble on, we've started the last few weeks in conjunction with our buddy Joey at MLW Stats on Instagram. We bet on the ladder. So we each take a player, and whoever finishes higher on the ladder for the week or for the series wins another $100. Trevor's gone first every time. I'm going first this time. And, you know, this is just business for me. Gambling is business. There might be personal differences between people. But when it comes to money, you just have to go where the smart money is.
Understand. I understand.
So my guy, Trevor Bonham, my guy.
You're taking Trevor Bonham?
Yep. Trevor Bonham. That's my guy.
Oh,
Ride or die.
Wow.
Yep.
Now I don't even know what to do it.
I love that pick.
Oh no. Chadwick,
I will say, if Drew does pitch, Trevor sees Drew the best out of anyone on our team. So I will give you that.
And
Trevor, did you see that coming?
I did not say, Jason, I don't know if you know this, but Mike Jojo here is the biggest Trevor Bonham hater in the history of the MLW. He's gotten on Bonham. There's multiple episodes where Mike Jojo is trash talking Bonham.
Wow.
Well, I mean, things don't go his way. He demands to be traded.
Yeah.
He hits a ball into the ground. He's not going to run it out. You know, he needs Kyle to tell him that he should start running to first base. He starts running, you know.
No,
but it's nothing personal. It's business.
Nope.
He's going to do it for me.
All right. Well, what do I do now? Okay. Game theory wise, man, this is tough. I was not expecting you to do that. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Okay. Well,
you want to think on it a bit?
I do. I do want to think about it a little bit.
All right. Well, let's get to what everybody actually cares about more so than our gambling. Past couple weeks, Instagram has been full of trade talk. Lots of rumors about trades. So on the record, what would you guys have to throw in with Bonham to get Cheetam to come over to your side?
Jeez. So the issue with that is we don't have any draft picks because of the Bonham trade.
Oof.
So it would have to probably be like, I don't know. It'd have to be at least Trevor, Liam Jackson, and then probably Curdy. Even then, I still don't think they would trade Chris for that. Yeah, because we don't have any draft picks, so there's not much we can do about it.
Because are you aware of when?
Oh yeah,
your good buddy.
Yeah, I'm very aware. I'm very aware.
Lots of fake trade rumors are all over Instagram.
Yeah, he's told me a couple times that he told me before the year for some reason he thought this year would be kind of a down year for them. Then he told me, he's like, I really want to play with you. So like stuff like that. And then just so happened they got swept and now they're 1-5. So I know the fans are having fun with it. That's for sure.
It's a lot of fun. This guy over here put a pretty sizable wager on the under for the Gators total. So he's looking.
And my total is low too.
It is
Everybody-
looking really good.
Yeah, I felt good about that one.
It's
The Preds
looking
were-
very good.
All right. So the
Yes.
headline is Chadwick thinks he has to throw 2 people in the trade with Trevor Bonham
Yeah.
to get Chris Cheetam. And he doesn't even think the Gators would take it.
No, I seriously don't think they would even do that.
What if
I
we
know-
can we work at a 3-team trade?
Mhm.
I know I'm pretty good friends with Zerlag too, and I know he loves Chris. So I don't know if he would do that.
We gotta get the trade simulator going, like the
Yeah.
trade machine.
I know
I love
you've been,
that. I love
you've been
those.
really busy coaching, Trevor. So I'm sure you haven't done it yet. But at some point when your life slows down, I bet you could come up with something and make something out there.
Hey, just DM it to me, and I'll bring it up to the league.
What-
This is nothing yet, Jojo. We have like 9 games in 7 days coming up
Ooh.
for 6 or 7, 8-year-old kids. It's gonna be great.
Oh my
This is
God.
you're in all-star season now, right?
Yeah, it's all-star season. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. All right. I need your ladder pick now.
Okay. Give me Drew Davis.
God, you didn't even take our guest. What's wrong with you? Oh my God.
How has that worked out for me so far? I took Norb.
Yeah.
I took who else did I take?
You say Chris?
I took Chris and Norb. Yeah.
That one didn't work out.
So we're just fading the guest. That's what we're doing.
All right. All right. Jason, you're going to have a huge series.
Oh, I
because-
hope.
Because Trevor didn't take you. This is
Yep,
going to work out
monster.
very well for you.
That's right. I'm hedging. I still have the Magic. I picked the Magic to win the series, so I'm hedging.
That's right. What else do we need to talk about? Oh, we need to talk about gambling. We like to gamble here. That's what we talk about. And I think Chris and Jimmy, I think both told us it's a pretty big part of your life. So let's hear it. Let's
Yeah.
have a story or two, some sports bets you've made or whatever you want to share with us.
Yeah.
Entertain us. please.
Yeah. Well, the NBA finals have just been a travesty for me. First off, I'll throw that out there.
You look like
But-
someone who likes to bet on overs.
Oh, yep, exactly. Yep. And I just literally 3 days ago, I had a 10-leg parlay Celtics Warriors game. The 9 legs hit. Tatum needed 25. Finished with 23. He had 23 in the third quarter. Didn't shoot again the rest of the night, and I lost the 10-leg parlay because of that.
Oh,
The worst beat I've ever had this year. It was 11-leg parlay between the Kings and the Lakers, and it was like just $20 to win like 1,700, and everything hit except I took Lakers money line at home against the Kings, and this was while they still had Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook, and they lost in triple overtime.
oh no. Oh no.
That was easily the worst bad beat I've ever had in my life. When it comes to betting, that was really bad because Cheetam, we were all together. It was like me, Cheetam, Jorgie, Trevor Bonham was there, and like we were all standing in front of my TV, just like screaming at like 1 a.m. because it was Pacific time zone.
Uh-huh.
It was the day right after Thanksgiving. And we were just screaming at the TV, and yep, they lost in triple overtime. So
Do you happen to remember what the money line was? I mean, they had to be huge favorites.
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was like minus 350.
Yeah.
Because that was back in November, so that was before we like the Lakers. Like that was before we knew the Lakers suck. So like the money line odds were just outrageous, and I just threw it in. I was like, oh, like maybe I'll add a couple $100 to this bet with the money line, and yep. That came back to burn me. So I've had a lot of other very, very bad beats, but that's one that sticks out.
That sounds about right. Bonham strikes me as a LeBron fan. Does that sound right?
Yeah, yep, exactly. He's a huge LeBron. We just got him into betting just about last week. We got him into sports betting, so now he's doing it with us.
Well, I'm hopeful that Mr. Bonham will see me selecting him with the number 1 pick in the ladder competition today as an olive branch. And if he's now into betting, it would be great if he came on the show. But betting on LeBron, I don't think is going to work out going forward.
No, I was done betting on the Lakers after that. That one killed me.
We'll have a brand new NBA championship by the time this drops. So congratulations to whoever won the last game. So good job out of them. What you got? Any hard hitting questions about the series or strategy or anything you got, Trevor?
What I guess you guys got to see, you didn't see his pitching, but you got to see the video of Sawyer Bean pitching it. What do you think of that drop ball, and like, are you prepared to hit that thing? I think you're more of like a riser hitter, right? So
yeah. I mean, it's nasty for sure. It's nasty. The only thing I'm worried about him is in this league, if you have one pitch, people will start to sit on that one pitch. So, I mean, if he has like other pitches to surround that, kind of like Dallas has like one really good drop, but he also has 3 or 4 other really good pitches. So, I mean, like, I think he only pitched like 1 or 2 innings in that series. So I haven't really seen him that much, but his drop's disgusting. I will say that. Yes.
I think I just did a disservice to your gambling story. Because you had mentioned you were with Cheetam rooting that one on. Didn't he just post on Instagram or somewhere some 10 or 12 teamer that he just
Yep. And that night, it was me. We were going to a bar, me, Cheetam, Curdy, and Trevor. And Curdy, Trevor, and Chris made that bet before I got there because I was in the movies. I come out of the movies and they hit that bet when I wasn't tailing with them. So yep, I was not involved in that whatsoever, even though I was right next to him the whole time.
Maybe you're the problem.
No, literally. No, honestly, I will say I have I have one more money than Chris has betting. So Chris,
go ahead.
Chris has wagered probably triple what I have. Like he's way more worse. Like he's way more into betting than I am. But the issue with him, we always make fun of him, is he doesn't know when to like withdraw his money. So he'll have a huge win like that, and he'll have like thousands in his bankroll, and then he'll blow it all the following week, and he's right back to where we started at first. So yeah, that's his issue with gambling, but he doesn't listen to me when I try to tell him to actually do something with it.
There's a reason those apps you can deposit with like 1 or 2 clicks, but the withdrawal takes like 25 clicks.
Literally.
Yeah. That. All right. This was awesome. What didn't we cover? Did we miss anything?
Well, there's one hard hitting question about the series. How much playing time is King Curdy going to get? That's what everybody wants to know.
Yep. Well, I will say that Agner will be back for the series.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that information.
Yeah, that's some top secret information. So it's up to him now that I'm not like the co-manager. It's up to him. But I mean, usually if we go up like 2-0 in a series, we'll just kind of throw him in there just so we can get some playing time. But if it's like 1-1 going to game 3, I'm not quite sure we'll see Curdy.
I mean, he's a primetime player. That home run was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, trust me, he still talks about it.
I believe it.
Every time I bring up how he's not playing, he makes sure to remind me that he had the biggest hit of the season. So
I'll tell you what, maybe just it's Curdy and Bonham for Cheetam. Let's go. Let's get it done.
I would love to do. I would do that trade right now. Yes.
Oh, right. God. Oh God.
Yep.
This is the best. I wonder if I'm going to clip that and play that a million times.
I think anyone in the league would agree if they were offered Chris for Trevor and Jordan. So
everybody's just looking to get rid of Bonham. Seems to be.
Actually, it was funny when we traded for Trevor. Tommy, I'm not sure if like they told the fans this, but Tommy, after they lost their 4th series last year and knocked out of the playoffs, he went up to Trevor after the game and said, "Do you want to get traded?" I think I have a theory that the whole Jordan Robles thing was in the works. So Tommy just wanted to tank to get Robles on his team, but who knows? Maybe not. But so he went up to Trevor and said, "Do you want to trade?" and I was at Kalahari, the water park with Trevor the next day. And so I was able to, me and Jack made that trade happen when me and Trevor were on vacation. So
Nice, like that.
Yeah, I had heard that before. And again, the way that we interpreted that here was Tommy was happy to get rid of Trevor. That's
yeah. Well, I mean, we've all seen Jordan Robles, so I think he's very happy with that trade now.
he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. We still got to play him this year, so yeah, he's very good.
This Trevor and I, we were the first two people to order and receive the Robles jersey that he told us to order twice. So we did it. I was a fan when they drafted him, when like the second thing that came out of his mouth was buy my jersey, buy it twice.
I love that. No, he's a freak.
Buy this jersey, everybody.
Mhm.
This guy needs to support his gambling habit. He
Yes.
can't get that last leg of the parlay home.
These finals have crushed my bank account, so I need all the help I can get. Last night I took Steph Curry, just about everything.
Just so everybody knows, we're talking the night after.
Yeah. So what game was it?
Game 5.
5. No, game 6. No, 5. Game 5. Yes.
Game 5. First
Game
time
5.
in Steph Curry's postseason history didn't make a three-pointer, and Chadwick had all the overs. So
literally, I had his overs for his threes. I had like over 29 and a half. Yeah, nothing.
Perfect.
So,
all right, I'm guessing, this is just a guess, you're gonna finally take the under in game 6.
I always tell myself I'm taking unders, and then I go to actually make the bet, and I just don't have it in me to do that.
I can tell by the look in your eyes, you're gonna do it this time, and it's gonna go triple overtime. So.
I did take Draymond Green's unders a couple times in the series, but they weren't individual. I put them in a parlay, so those 3 legs hit usually, but it still didn't matter. So,
all right, this was an awesome episode. Lots of gambling talk, lots of preview. Trevor's got a whole bunch of all-star games he's got to go manage. So, Jason, thanks a lot for stopping by.
Yeah, of course.
Good gambling, everybody.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah.